Welcome to SodaGeeks. I'm Devin.
I'm Connor.
This week is a throwback. Crystal Pepsi. This came out, I think it was in the 90s.
Was it?
Early 90s, late 80s.
I thought it was a new thing.
No. They had these when I was in like high school for briefly. And then supposed to be kind of look a little more natural and stuff, although it still uses high fructose corn syrup and all that. But
did they back then or no?
that's a good question. I'm guessing yes, but I don't know for sure. But it was supposed to be like no added food coloring and all of that, so it was a little more natural. But anyway, beautiful day today with our little pop-up tent for Memorial Day weekend.
That's weird they have the new symbol on there though.
Yeah, they didn't go 100% retro with it. It's just the product itself, clear cola.
It tastes almost just like Pepsi. I think the only reason it doesn't taste exactly like Pepsi is because like it's different color now. You know what I mean?
Like psychologically?
Like you're putting it in your head that it's different, yeah.
Yeah, I could never understand for sure if they were saying it was the same taste. It seemed like that's what the way they were selling it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you're right. It does not seem exactly the same to me, whether that's psychological or otherwise. But it's fine.
Yeah,
I like it all right. I could drink this. Whether it's real or imagined, to me it tastes a little bit better than regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I don't know. I like Pepsi, but I mean, I don't know.
I put up with Pepsi when I have to because that's what the restaurant has.
Yeah, I know. I've heard you a few times go, okay.
Is Pepsi okay?
Not really, but yeah.
But
that's when you just say Dr. Pepper then. I'll bring you Mr. Pibb. And then when they don't have that.
Well, because I normally order a diet though, and they don't necessarily have Diet Dr. Pepper. I'll say Diet Coke, and they'll say Diet Pepsi okay, and I'll go. I guess I should start asking, what about Diet Dr. Pepper? But like 99% of the restaurants don't have that.
Unless it's like McDonald's or Burger King where they got the whole thing going.
They're both Coke though.
Well, then you can have Diet, what is it, Coke Zero. Or I don't know if they have Coke Zero, but you can get Diet Vanilla Coke.
Burger King has the freestyle machines, so you can get whatever the hell.
Yeah, that's why I said McDonald's and Burger King, yeah.
I don't know about McDonald's, but yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's has it.
Does it?
Yeah. I think they had it first. I don't know who brought it out there, but it's pretty smart.
This is a mellower episode.
I know, we're not ranting about how good this soda is. Or...
It's a relaxing day. We're gonna barbecue here soon.
I know, ribs. Aren't we making ribs too? Yeah. I love ribs.
Ribs and burgers.
They're a little hard to eat though sometimes with my braces, but so is like everything else. Watermelon is a little bit tough sometimes. Corn is hard. That one is.
I can't eat corn on the cob because of my two front teeth being weaker. So
I can't do it with these because it scrapes them.
Scrape them off the cob and it's fine. There's certain things I can't bite into. I can't really bite into apples either. But slice them up and I'm fine.
Yeah. That's the only thing that kind of made me mad is they told me I couldn't drink soda anymore or eat chips. And I was like, no, you're not taking my happiness away from me. Too much.
Especially after you've finally discovered Coke and peanuts, and now they want to take that away from you?
Yeah, they said I couldn't have peanuts either, which I pretty much forgot about it for a while. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna have peanuts that much anyway. And then now that, you know what I mean? I did have that the other day. everybody was looking at me on the party.
Oh, you did?
It was my
Where?
little, it was my little, I guess, cousin's party. It's my aunt's daughter.
Yeah, your cousin.
Okay, my cousin. It was her birthday, her second birthday party, and someone brought Mexican cokes, and there was peanuts there too. So I put a bunch in there. Whenever I was drinking, everybody's all looking at me, and I'm like, chill out. They're all looking at me weird.
You didn't preach? You didn't say, are you kidding me? This is amazing?
I did tell them, yeah, I said, this is great, man. Me and my mom and my grandpa have a drink, and they both liked it. They both said, yeah, they like the crunch to it, and it makes it a little bit saltier. But some people just don't understand.
It looks like a weird thing. Just like this looks like a weird thing. You expect this to almost be
Non-carbonated.
like
or
citrus or something, like 7-Up or something.
Yeah. 7-Up, definitely.
Well, Crystal Pepsi,
Yeah.
I'll give you a 3.5.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to go for, 3.5.
It's good. I'm not super excited about it.
Yeah.
When I saw they had them, I bought a couple of them. I was happy to try them again.
Did you have one when you were a kid?
I don't remember ever having them when they were there the first time. I had to have, but I don't remember.
That'd have been cool if you still had one in like your fridge or something. Bought it and just saved it forever.
And it'd be bad by now.
Do Cokes really go? No, Pepsi's like whatever ever go bad?
Well, diet sodas go bad pretty fast because
Yeah.
sugar isn't there to help as a preservative. The expiration date on a 12-pack of diet sodas or zero is only like 3 months or something like that.
Okay.
Although that's not when they go bad, but you know,
That's when they're supposed to.
that's when they can no longer be liable for them if they sell them or whatever, because they don't want to risk it going bad. Cokes last a long time because sugar is like a preservative. But
sugar's a big thing.
and there's some sodium in there, which is also a preservative, you know. But they do go bad eventually. They'll get syrupy, almost like they're evaporating a little bit or whatever. They turn bad. But it takes a while. I do have some sodas, some Cokes that are in the bottle and have not been opened and have been in there for 20 years. And it looks the same, but I wouldn't want to risk drinking it.
I would. I probably would.
Just try it.
Yeah. If it tastes bad, then you know it's bad. That's when you stop drinking it. It's not like you're like, oh man, this was really bad. Yeah, man, this is probably gonna get me sick later.
Kind of reminds me of not too long ago. Some scientists found in a shipwreck from like this, I forget when.
Like wine or something?
There was wine. There was one that was wine, but there's one that was like a Viking one, several hundred years old, and there was like almost 200 bottles of beer still intact. And as they were transporting them, one of the bottles broke. So they said, "Well, it's a waste, so whatever." And they tried it. It was mead, and they said that it was still very palatable and drinkable, and. They said that I don't know, the article went into some of the nuances on that was different than modern beer or whatever, but, so, I don't know, there are certain things that are still drinkable years and years later. Wine is drinkable for a long time, but not forever.
That's because, isn't it aged and stuff? Like, yeah.
Well, because wine, as it ages, it gets to a certain age where it's like supposed to get better and better and better and better, but at a certain age, it'll actually turn into vinegar.
Oh.
It can, if it's too long, aged for too long, it'll turn into vinegar.
That's not good.
So you'll just have an amazing bottle of vinegar, which is good for cooking.
Vinegar. Could you just use that for cooking then? If you're absolutely out of vinegar and you had that, whatever, how old
like
wine?
300-year-old wine or whatever.
Yeah, it's just sitting back there.
Probably.
Ew.
I don't know that you'd want to because it's probably worth more unopened where you don't know.
Yeah.
Like people will buy these old wines and keep them as an investment and sell them, and then that person will keep it and sell it, never having opened it because they don't want to find out that it's just gone
It's
to
just vinegar,
shit. Yeah. So they just.
Kevin text you.
Um,
Is that the one I know, or is it
no.
some Kevin? I don't know. Okay.
No, it's a bike guy in the bike community. All right, well, that's good enough for this one.
Yeah, we kind of talked a little bit too much just for a mediocre drink, or I wouldn't say mediocre.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
It's good. It's fine. I'll enjoy the rest of it. I'll enjoy this barbecue today.
Definitely. I might have to take off my sweater too. It's getting a little bit up there.
It's like 85 degrees and going up.
Oh. All right.
You'll have to change your hoodlum look. You look like you're trying out for is it Attack the Block or something, as a little member of the gang.
Yeah. What's that one white kid? I forget his name.
Pest.
How old is he? Like 15?
Something like that.
Dude, I can join it then. Definitely.
If they were
If
still
only
15.
I lived in whatever England, and they were still 15 and not
At the ends. All right. In the meantime, we encourage you to enjoy a good soda this week.